This video will be about the skeletal system. The skeletal system functions support, movement, protection, blood cell production, calcium storage, and endocrine regulation. Newborn babies have about 300 bones, while adults have about 206 bones. They lose bones because the baby bones are made of cartilage, and as they grow, they become more solid and fuse together.
Toe bone connected to the foot bone connected to the ankle bone.
The skull supports the structure of the face and protects the brain. The mandible, also known as the lower jaw, is the strongest bone in the human face and holds the lower teeth in place. The cervical vertebrae is the vertebrae of the neck right below the skull. The thoracic vertebrae holds up the rib cage and protects the heart and lungs. The lumbar vertebrae bears the weight of the body. The pelvis is the place near the base of the spine that hind limbs or legs are attached to. The sacrum is a very strong bone at the end of the spine that supports the weight of the upper body. The coccyx, also known as the tailbone, stabilizes the person while they sit. The clavicle, also known as the collarbone, attaches the upper limb to the trunk and also protects neurovascular structures at the upper limb. The scapula attaches the upper arm to the thorax, stabilizing the arm while allowing movement at the shoulder. The sternum protects the heart, lungs, and blood vessels from physical damage. The rib cage protects the heart and lungs, supports muscles of the shoulder girdle, chest, and upper abdomen, and it is even flexible to allow respiration. The humerus is connected to the ulna and is also the foundation of many muscles. The radius connects to the carpal bones at the wrist and also helps the forearm rotate. The ulna connects to the humerus at the elbow and also helps the forearm rotate. The carpals allow the wrist to move and rotate vertically. The metacarpals connect the carpals to the phalanges and are basically the anchor point for the fingers and the thumb to the wrist. The phalanges are the bones in the fingers. The fingers are made up of the proximal phalanx, intermediate phalanx, and distal phalanx. The thumb has no intermediate phalanx. The femur is the longest and strongest bone in the body. It supports your body when you're running, jumping, standing, walking, and more. The patella, also known as the kneecap, protects the knee and connects the muscles in the front of the thigh to the tibia. The tibia is the shin bone that forms the knee joint with the femur and the ankle joint with the fibula and the tarsus. The fibula stabilizes the ankle and supports the muscles of the lower leg. The calcaneus, also known as the heel bone, is the foundation of the back of the foot that basically helps stabilize the whole body. The tarsals are the bones that connect ankle joints to the metatarsals. The metatarsals connect the tarsals to the toe phalanges. The phalanges are the bones in the toes. There are 3 in all toes except the big toe, which has 2. These are just like the phalanges in your fingers. Osteoporosis is whenever bones become weak and brittle. This is very common, over 3 million U.S. cases per year.
I have osteoporosis.
Arthritis is the inflammation of a joint that can damage the bones. It is very common, over 3 million U.S. cases per year. Scoliosis is a sideways curvature of the spine. It is very common, but it's usually not very noticeable. There are more than 3 million U.S. cases per year. A bone tumor is a mass of unknown cells growing in a bone. It's very rare. There are less than 200,000 U.S. cases per year. To strengthen your bones, you need calcium and vitamin D. For example, milk. Milk has a lot of calcium, and even some have vitamin D. Okay, I hope you've been listening because now we'll be doing an activity where you'll be writing your own dry bone song, except you'll be using the vocabulary that you've learned in this video. This activity sounds simple, but it really isn't. First, we will split you into groups. Then you have 30 seconds to go over your notes and we will pick them up. You will write the parts of the skeletal system from the head to the toe, but you do not need to include the arms. Whoever turns it in right first wins the prize. 30 seconds starts now. Passing your papers, it's time to start. Don't worry, we'll be giving you hints throughout the whole activity.
Walk around, hear the word of the Lord. Them bones, them dry bones, them bones, them dry bones, them bones.
These are the websites where we got our information from.
Hear the word of the Lord. Head bone connected from the neck bone connected from the shoulder bone connected from the backbone connected from the hip bone connected.